When did you fail as an older sibling? My 14-year-old brother James had been getting into trouble at school for fighting, skipping classes, and failing tests. It killed me because I felt like I'd totally lost him. We used to be so close. He'd follow me around everywhere, ask me about everything, and we'd stay up late talking about stupid stuff. But for the past year, he'd become this angry stranger who barely spoke to me. Every time I tried to connect with him, he'd just grunt and walk away. I watched him spiral and felt completely helpless to stop it. Our parents decided to send him to military boarding school in another state. And honestly, I agreed that maybe that was the only thing left to do for him. I was exhausted from watching him destroy himself and tear our family apart. The night before he left, he knocked on my door holding a wrapped shoebox. Leah, can you look at something? His voice was different, softer than it had been in months. I was getting ready for my friend's birthday party, curling my hair and doing my makeup. What is it? I asked, not really paying attention. He looked nervous, fidgeting with the box. It's just something I wanted to show you before I left. I glanced at the clock. My friends were picking me up in 20 minutes, and I still needed to finish getting ready. James, can we do this tomorrow morning before you leave? Dad says we're leaving at 6 a.m., he said quietly, his voice getting smaller. Please, Leah, it's really important. I should have seen how vulnerable he looked standing there with that box, how different he seemed from the angry kid who'd been living in our house for months. This was the brother I remembered, the one who used to need me. Instead, I said, I'm sorry, but I promised my friend I'd be at her party. It's her 18th birthday. Can you just leave it on my desk? I'll look at it tomorrow. His face fell completely. For just a second, I saw hurt flash across his features before he put his mask back up. Yeah, sorry. It's probably stupid anyway. I was already grabbing my purse and checking my reflection one more time. He set the box carefully on my desk and left without another word. The next morning, he was gone. Dad had loaded up the car while I was still sleeping, and when I came downstairs, the house felt eerily quiet. In my rush to get ready for school, I completely forgot about the box on my desk. Days turned into weeks, and it got buried under homework and clothes and all the clutter of my busy life. I didn't talk to James for 2 months. Every time Mom suggested I call him, I made an excuse. I was angry at him for putting our family through hell, and part of me was relieved that the drama was finally over, but I also felt guilty for not missing him more. I didn't remember the box until I was deep cleaning my room, and when I saw it sitting there, I immediately felt a pang of shame. I'd completely forgotten about his last request, but when I opened it, what I saw made me collapse onto my bed and start sobbing. Inside were dozens of small envelopes, each labeled with a different memory in his careful handwriting. When Leah stood up for me, Leah's movie nights, the time Leah helped me with my book report, when Leah taught me to drive, each envelope contained photos, ticket stubs, notes, and little drawings he'd made. The When Leah Stood Up For Me envelope had a photo from middle school and a note that said, when those kids were making fun of my stutter, you told them to shut up even though your friends were there. You didn't care if it was embarrassing. The Leah's movie nights envelope was full of ticket stubs from all the times I'd taken him to movies he wanted to see. His note said, you always let me pick even when I chose the same superhero movie over and over. You never made me feel like I was annoying. The Leah Taught Me to Drive envelope had photos of us in the parking lot behind the grocery store where I'd secretly taught him to go like 5 miles per hour the summer before. His note said, you never got mad when I stalled the car 47 times. You just kept saying, you got this. Nobody else believed I could learn anything. The last envelope was labeled, Why Leah is the Best Sister. Inside was a long handwritten letter that started, I know I've been a screw up lately, and I know you're probably embarrassed to be related to me, but you've never made me feel like a failure. You've always treated me like I mattered, even when I was being impossible. At the very bottom of the box was a final note. I wanted to go through these with you so I could thank you for each memory and tell you that even though I've been awful lately, you're still my hero. I hope when I come back we'll have new ones to add. I called him immediately, sobbing so hard I could barely dial. When he picked up, I could barely speak. James, I opened your box. I'm so sorry I didn't look at it with you. I'm so sorry I let things get so bad and didn't help you and let Mom and Dad send you away. There was a long pause. It's okay, Leah, he said quietly. I just wanted you to know how much you mean to me before I left. I should have been there for you, I whispered. Yeah, he said softly. You should have.